It's a legendary Saturday evening as we welcome you back, Summoners, here at day 2 of the first week of the Pro Gaming Series 2017 Spring Split. We're gonna be your shotcasters. I am Shinbu with the one, for an eye, at kasama syempre, Yuko, ladies and gentlemen. Nanggaling na tayo sa match 1, nanggaling na tayo sa match 2, nanggaling tayo sa day 1. We've seen all teams in the Pro Gaming Series, actually. And now, on to match 3, we're gonna be featuring the match between into our schedule that is Team Manila Eagles versus Acclaim Empire X. Of course, if you look at our standings, again, as I've mentioned, all teams have secured their win. So far, interestingly, 2-0. Lahat, no? 2-0 streak. Wala pa tayo nakikitang 1-1 sa mga 2-game series natin. And look at that. We have Jengski Esports. I think that's one of the most interesting stories for this week. I mean, 2-0-ing. I know. 2-0-ing. If that's a word. Rebirth Gamers Hub. Of course, but before we get into that, gusto kong malaman, Yuko, so far, how does it feel seeing these teams, the 8 teams of PGS?
Nakaka-hype siya given na meron silang sari-sariling plans and picks or specials. At yung iba kasi, they tend to focus sa mid-part ng game. Yung iba naman, like yung sa Jengski, yung sa Mineski, they want to go the early part ng game, all out aggressive.
Yes,
and gusto ko din yung parang yung team comp na at times na so it just blends so well na nakakatuwa. And if you play that champion, may mag-discover ka din na ay pwede pala yung pag kinombo with this champion.
Yes. Of course. And again, mentioning that that kind of a shift sa meta natin ngayon, that involves mainly our players. And to mention one player who has performed properly mula sa previous game natin, what we're gonna be featuring is, ladies and gentlemen, we have Spear here. Those dives on the Zac, ladies and gentlemen.
Slingshot all the way.
That is the eye of authority. Okay, that is the eye of the authority. Clearly, guys, you want to watch out the jungler for Jengski Esports Spear. Okay, playing the key role and securing the 2-0 win against the Rebirth Gamers Hub. And mentioning, as you mentioned, minsan ang you mentioned mid game, you mentioned early game. Gusto nila mag-invest yun yung focus ng mga teams natin ngayon. Clearly, there's like a shift in a meta, in a sense na naiiwan na yung long game, no? And I like this meta, personally. I feel I like this meta. I'm not sure, though, if this is a consequence of the 10-ban system, but we'll get into that. We'll know that one as we dive into the drafting phase, ladies and gentlemen. And again, as I mentioned, gusto ko tong meta na to, na maalam na, I wouldn't say na maalam na. Pero at least hindi na rampant yung tank meta na ayoko.
Stress ka ba sa ganong meta?
Nagmumukhang RPG yung League of Legends ngayon. Like, there's an investment of really, how can, if you're that ADC, how can I survive? How can we have our ADC and our crucial backline survive? How can we kill? Ganun ngayon yung kwentuhan eh. Pero dati, like, build items and lakas ko na kasi tank ako, ganun. But, right now, especially with the 10-ban system, I think things are going to become more and more intuitive. So far, what are your initial thoughts on this occurring bans right now for the 3 bans for these 2 teams?
They banned Camille and Zac. Feeling ko kasi they want to avoid what happened kanina sa game. Like Zac slingshotting all over lanes. Also for Camille, the Hextech Ultimatum and yung mahiwaga niyang hookshot 3DMG tawag ko doon. Hookshot.
What? Ano?
3DMG.
Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. 3D.
Anyway, gawin ba kasi nasabi ko. Yung hookshot niya is really useful lalo kung meron kang gustong habulin na champion. LeBlanc, they picked for second ban, pumili silang mid lane. They're probably avoiding LeBlanc's pressure. Also, another mid lane ban for Kata, which we all know, super aggressive niya and all out early to mid part ng game.
Yes, that is really nice insight. Actually, ito yung mga bans na recurring nung day 1. Diba? We got the Zac ban, we got the Camille ban, and luckily, sa mga viewers natin, nakita nila ano yung rason, bakit binaban yung mga to. Spear, ladies and gentlemen, MVP nga natin.
Nakita nyo na ginawa niya yun, literal na he was just all over the map.
Yeah, you could also mention Whistle din, di ba? I mean, on his Camille. So, there's really a good reason kaya aalisin tong yung Camille with a hook shot and all. We also got the Malzahar support getting removed.
Tinatanggal talaga na si Malzahar support every time.
In my opinion, seeing the presence of Malzahar on the match during Empire Esports and TNC, yes, dapat binaban talaga itong Mazar. For now, we'll see what are the adjustments to the 7.2 patch. Let's see, along with the Warwick. Interestingly, excited na ako na makita yung Warwick. Nakikita nyo naman yung video kanina. So, yes, very insightful bans. First rotation ng bans would be like, I'd say, mid-centric, removing one top lane only. And, one main jungle. And, as sabi mo, malakas talaga yung Zac, di ba? And it's Tamsu talaga. Tamsu's core champion din, di ba? Zac, I mean...
Yung passive niya na once, tama yung timing.
Oh,
Parang you just want to kill that Zac, biglang passive, bam.
yeah, and even foreign teams, Southeast Asian teams would respect Tamsu's Zac talaga. Now, we are on the second banning phase, but before we head into that, let's see through the iterations of the first pick natin. Priority ng Acclaim Empire X, ladies and gentlemen, this is very interesting. Tamsu on a Rengar. That's a relatively new pick for Tamsu.
So, tataka ako kung what will he do with that Rengar.
Recurring pick kasi ni Tamsu would be Zac, obviously. There's also a Graves. There's also a Kindred. Ayan yung mga alam kong champion ni Tamsu. I saw him once play sa Juani. Pero yeah, Rengar, wow, that's really nice. One very mechanically gifted player picking up a Rengar. Hot pick ng meta natin ngayon. There's also a Tristana on Gen B. Also, well, the Zyra is on the meta right now. Interestingly, we're gonna be seeing the Ziggs. Now, here is a big question. Malaking tanong lang kasi may Tristana AP rin eh. And knowing AEX, may good tendency sila, real talk, na baka dalahin itong Tristana kay Calculated at dalahin si Ziggs sa bottom lane. Now, let's check Team Manila Eagles na pick. So, there's a priority on the Maokai Suzaku. You know what can Suzaku do with that kind of pick. There's also Coops on this Kha'Zix. How strong the Kha'Zix is on the Jengski versus RGH na match, di ba? Syndra though, pick up by Trevor.
I'd want to keep an eye on Trevor as Syndra kasi super daming pwedeng gawin, like even with the patch 7.1.
With the patch 7.1 nerf, diba? So that's one. Is this a comfort pick? We'll see how good. I mean, most likely kasi there's a time talaga na ang lakas ng Syndra, and I'm very interested how Trevor will utilize this. Clearly, Trevor was punished after their match against... It was Imperium Pro Team. Team Manila Eagles yesterday. Team Manila Eagles versus Imperium Pro Team. You could see naman, diba? Like kung kung talagang reklamador na batang galit kay Jepoy, it takes 3 to kill me, diba? Kasi tatlo yung pumupunta kay Trevor mula sa IPT. Pero yung talagang strategy ng IPT, bring JLC. Always have JLC rotate in the mid lane and just snowball light, diba? Cassiopeia on that Padilla. And yeah, we'll see how Trevor will fare. Do take note ng kalaban niya si Calculated. Hindi rin biro to.
Hindi din biro yun. We all
Kasi,
know Calculated.
Guys, you could check it to your clients, check the solo queue ladder rank, and you could see that Calculated is just playing on the top 1 spot. I'm not sure if top 1 siya ngayon, ever-changing kasi yun. Pero, like last year, one of the 4 portfolios ni Calculated, he has 5 challenger accounts.
Wow.
Ayan. So, ngayon, tag-init ngayon si Garena. Yung jacket niya, 5 yung suot niya yata ngayon na challenger jacket, mga kaibigan. So that's
Ready
one. That's to tell you how good these players are. And now, let's get into the Summoner's Rift. This is Game 1 for the last match between Acclaim Empire X, defending champion of the Pro Gaming Series, versus Team Manila Eagles. Who do you think will win? Gaming.youtube.com/user/phgarena/live. That is our stream link. Why not share that one? Why not invite your friends in? Biggest shoutout sa mga viewers natin na sabay-sabay pong nanonood, kasama yung mga loved ones nila, kasama yung mga kaibigan nila, parents nila, o siguro yung mga butaw nilang nakampe.
Butaw daw.
Alam mo tayong mga Pinoy, isang form of expression natin, lalo pa pag gamers. Gustong-gusto natin na inaasar yung mga kaibigan natin, alam mo yun. Even me, habit ko yun. Ang mga kaibigan ko lang talaga gusto ko rin nasa rin.
That's how you show care.
So,
looking sa team compositions, unahin natin yung bot lane, given na usually yung tension, nakikita natin sa bot lane. Tristana, Zyra, Jhin, and Karma. Which side do you think will be more aggressive or will have the more presence in this early in the game?
Oh, it is early in the game. I want to observe the Keystone Masteries here. Interestingly, Shadow, there's a nerf on Karma though. Pero hindi siya ganun katindi na nerf, in my opinion. It was actually a nerf on the shield and a nerf on the mantras interaction with the focus resolve. Hindi na ganun ka ma-reset yung focus resolve, pero parehas pa rin talaga yung total efficiency nung focus resolve in terms of damage or trading. Now, naka-wind speaker's blessing si Shadow dito. Wind speaker's blessing scales with the shield, which is yun ngayon na nerf. So, I was expecting Shadow building a more aggressive setup on the Karma. And yeah, so kung tatanungin ko, I think it is AEX. Going back to your question, I think it is AEX bottom duo. Tristana and Zyra is gonna be more aggressive compared to the bottom duo dito ng Team Manila Eagles. But do take note, that's gonna open up a gank from the Kha'Zix, diba? Even, I'm not sure about the Syndra though, and you know, pero teleport kay Suzaku, that's one. You know, if there's a lane na ikaw yung Kha'Zix na medyo awkward i-gank, it's kind of the bottom lane. Kasi automatic dalawa yan eh. Automatic hindi ka pwede makapag-assume na meron kang bonus, meron kang passive bonus lagi pag pumunta ka ng bottom lane.
Going back to mid lane, we'll have Calculated versus Chef.
And of course, if you could see dun sa player cam natin, it's Tamsu.
Yep, that's Hamsu.
Sa stream natin. Of course, okay. Sa broadcast natin. Ayun nga mga kaibigan, I'm pleased to show you, ladies and gentlemen, Tamsu. Okay. And anyway, and going back, we have, well, ito, trade up. A lots of damage coming in from the Jhin. He's actually in the second bullet mark. Didn't connect the Q mula kay Shadow. And again, you want to discuss something in the main lane?
Oh yeah.
Ba?
About Calculated and Trevor's skill-wise, I mean combo-wise, we all know that these two champions, parang they have their own signature when it comes to combos. So sa tingin mo, sino yung pwedeng makahelp sa snowball effect or kaya magland ng proper combo for a kill?
Yes, if you mentioned sa parang sino mas may killing potential, diba? Depending sa setup nila. Actually, I'd say it is on Trevor, the first group. Naka-Thunderlord's Decree, it's a given. Even though may nerf kay Syndra talaga, it's not a direct nerf, it is a setup nerf. So,
I think yung nerf na yun was to avoid the 7-ball ult.
7-ball ult, yes, of course. Nerf on the force of wind para ma-reset yung mga bola. Pero what I want to mention is all that jump there coming in from Coops. A really nice follow-up kay Trevor. I would like to comment that scatter the big combo. Yeah, pero take note that Calculated won't waste any time in using his flash to dodge that one. So yeah, I think it's a worthy flash, especially I think that kind of range, mapoproc na yung passive ng Kha'Zix for the bonus damage, for the isolation damage. Anyway, discussing ulit. So, I think for the burst side, it's on Trevor. The thing about here is when you're playing Ziggs, hindi ka naman talaga necessary. I know it's a bad to say na parang, hindi naman ganun burst si Ziggs. Burst talaga si Ziggs. The thing here is that, compared to a Syndra, I think Ziggs has more control in lane. And look at that, there's gonna be Suzaku. Yeah, puno ng balete, habol. Hinahabol
Will he get that kill?
Galit na matanda. I mean, I think simula pa lang nung duel na yun, it was a loss clearly by Endless Ace. Should be more gauging. Yeah, it was a loss because when he's counting his attacks, isang hit na lang sana, pwede siya makakuha ng reset, mapabalik si Skarl, pero ayun eh.
Didn't happen.
Sabi niya, oh my god, this is not working. And yeah, nakakatakot, may humahabol sa yung puno na may muka. Anyway, so it's one kill in the hands of Team Manila Eagles. Of course, to Suzaku, that's gonna be big. In terms of he can pick up and that's gonna lead him in picking up, a faster Sunfire Cave. Ayan.
I'm actually curious, which champions do you think you may sustain for the team? I mean, it's still early, but sa tingin mo, sino? Or kahit if you're not sure, yung sino may potential?
On, like,
Sustain one.
you're discussing like, enchanting the team.
Yeah.
Sabi nga ni Trick, parang yung mga healers na yan, basta basically champions, hindi lang basta heal. Basically champions that empowers their team. It is on Team Manila Eagles. It was on Karma. That's why Karma is like a hot pick na rin. I mean, in previous 2016 season, later part of the 2016 season talaga. And that's gonna be big, especially with the Karma. Not necessarily the sustain, but for the shield, if ever Coops would want to commit to those game-changing dives. One thing as well is if you want Suzaku, give movement speed for Suzaku, diba? So That's one. But again, we're back here in the bottom lane. Again, the bottom duo of AEX. Expected na ma-shove talaga ng bottom duo ng Team Manila Eagles. I'm very curious about Tamsu though. Wala pa nakikita masyadong gank kay Tamsu compared talaga sa Zac niya. Pero that's understandable.
Malay mo
That's
mamaya
understandable.
biglang yung presence niya all over the map.
Oo.
Iniintay lang niya talaga.
Pero right now, between these two rivals, Kha'Zix versus Rengar, it is definitely Kha'Zix who is all over the map. And now, Trevor might be... I thought he's gonna rotate to the bottom lane. Rather, it's gonna be red side secure, of course. Red back, yes. Red rumble back. So, 2-0, ladies and gentlemen. 1K
Also,
gold.
nakikita natin na the Drake will be an Infernal Drake. Which of course, mapasin ko kanina, Team Manila Eagles is being really aggressive. So once nakuha nila yung Dragon, I'd really think na huge advantage yun sa kanila. They'd have the push, and they have the buff, and actually right now, they are aiming for that Dragon.
As you mentioned, so yan nga, they know na what are the things they require should ever they want to keep up with this kind of playstyle. It will be very big for Coops, really, on winning the battle. The epic battle and rivalry against
Talaga.
against Rengar and between Rengar and Kha'Zix. Now, Infernal Drake, 8% automatic para sa side ng Team Manila Eagles. Now, how do we read that 8%? If you look into our screen, guys, ano nabibigay ng 8% na yan? We're looking at Gen B stats, 112 na AD. And the base AD for that one, if you look into Gen B, he has a pickaxe, so around 100 plus AD. Yun, so basically at 100 AD or 100 AP, you get a bonus 8 AP. Ganun yung effect ng... So, it's not that much.
Tamsu is now here on the bot lane.
Yan, in the bottom lane, curtain call, ladies and gentlemen. Tries to scout Vanguard here, the name for that last bullet. Tamsu though, unfortunately, has no idea that he is sitting on top of a ward. Gonna recall, observing na walang commitments na gagawin dito.
BRB daw muna.
Ng Team Manila Eagles. And you consider the minion. Kita ka namin! Sabi ng minion kay Tamsu. Anyway, going back no sa discussion nga. So, basically at 100 AP, at 100 AD, you get bonus 8 damage. Not much really sa face ng game na to. But, first core item, that's an additional like 15 damage na. That's gonna be like an additional 15 AP na. Which amounts to something. You know, it's something. Ganyan. So, again, back in our game, it's still 2-0.
Pinaprioritize ni Syndra yung W niya.
W, no? So, well, yeah, max yung W. Pero, I think, of course, after the Q. So, it's a pretty standard build, you know. Max Q, then next on to the W. There are some certain builds na minamax din yung E. Yeah, I understand that one. Pero, you know, for added damage, you'd really get W. Because, as far as I know, I think the update on Syndra, there's like a added damage dun sa W. If you get the Transcendent bonus, like if you max the W. Pero, let's see here. Trade up between these two. It is Circlet versus the Maokai, pero that's not the case. Rather, it's gonna be the EPs, mga kaibigan, Coops. It's gonna be dealing that damage, allowing Suzaku. Actually, hindi si Suzaku yung una nag-tack ng Torre, pero that doesn't matter really. Right now, Team Manila Eagles rotations are very much calculated.
Nahirapan actually mag-deal ng damage si Endless Ace kanina kay Suzaku. Nakita mo yung parang pag may tumatama, shit, bumabalik yung life.
I was curious, I think Tamsi is not reading through the movements ni Coops. Because, had it been Tamsu was there, and maybe get a playstyle of counter gank lang kay Tamsu, would be a big, it would allow them to snowball their way to a victory. Guys, do take note pala, na you're seeing in the bottom lane, it's Vanguard who's playing. So, subbing in for Ganon. Clearly. Okay?
We're on the sub right now. And I just si Tamsu bumababa. Will he go down to the bot lane? Nope.
Yep, it's actually just a scout.
Nagsiscout na first.
Yeah, their aim might be to go for a play in the bottom lane. And I think that's the signal though. Curtain Call gets casted. But do take note, ultimate dito ni Ziggs. Full damage. Tons of it down onto the Jhin. Now, in an instant, a burst comes in from Gen B. Tamsu may aim for the dive. Gets the CC. Gets some turret hits. Suzaku will embrace him. He is now on killing spree. Calculated build flash away. As Trevor is in the house. Delivering his balls. Delivering the ultimate. That's 4 balls connecting onto Calculated. Along with Suzaku. And Team Manila Eagles are fishing out members of Acclaim Empire X one by one. It's a 6-kill lead, 1-7 in our scoreboard.
It was a 4-for-1 trade. Wow. Actually, napansin mo kanina, in sa bot lane, Shadow somewhat stayed. So, kaya the skills got to him.
Yeah, it was thinking, of course, that's the tendency na, can we make a play under turret? Can we make a play under turret? That's the thing, that's the thing. Pero right now,
Yan, target na ng Team Manila Eagles in turret.
Trevor is like 2-0-1. You know, in terms of skirmishes, mas well-equipped ang Team Manila Eagles. Yeah. On a handbook, considering yung sa match, considering the champions that are present in the mid lane, kasi nga, mas, yung kit ni Ziggs, focus more on lane control. It kind of lacks CC, really, compared to Trevor. On this one, this is already just the tower dive. This is already just the cleanup. What we'd want to see maybe is yung bago mag-curtain call. Yung bago mag-curtain call and to see what can be done better by Acclaim Empire X. I think hindi yung positioning ni Tamsu doon for the tower dive along with Calculate, I think that's too risky. That's too risky to really aim for the tower dive. Kasi had it been that Tamsu is still alive on that engage, maybe he might be able to pick up one champion pa. You know. But we'll see, guys. Kasi this is, you know, AEX, anyone actually can still play the scaling game. Play it safer, be more calculating, don't make those high risk plays and just farm and you still scale.
Snowball sustain objectives.
Calculated here in the top lane. Huli ka sabi ni Goops. Oh, he walked para lang masira. Ay! Nakatapak ng Holland. Hindi. Okay, uling hit na lang.
He's safe.
Had it been isa pang Hextech mine.
So close though.
Yeah. Could have been a shutdown and I know 104 pa lang pala si Goops dito. So that's nice. He was, 4 assists and clearly you're snowballing your allies. Under turret, really, Endless is gonna get his sacks. He is the turnaround done by Tamsu. Clearly, the Cat's gonna climb the tree. It's a shutdown as Endless A secures the kill against Suzaku. 5-1 yung na-shutdown mo. Malaking bounty yon na nakuha ni Endless Ace.
Hehe, bounty. Anyway, Suzaku actually got a few turret hits. So medyo nag-alala ako doon, but he was able to sustain it kasi he was against 2 champions.
Nag-aalala ka kay Suzaku, ha? Anyway.
Di ba?
Okay, so second bullet, third bullet got disrupted though by Gen B. Dolwyn gets used, pero they know that members here by Team Manila, Acclaim Empire X are going so low. Gen B has no vision, gets outplayed clearly by Shadow. Maraming salamat. Hindi yan pink ward control ward.
Nice timing of entrance by Coops though.
I mean, really hide in the brush, denying that vision on Tristana. Had it been there's a vision by Gen B on that brush, clearly Shadow will die. So, pero mamamatay din si... no. May chance pa nga mag-survive si Jet because he's gonna be getting the reset sana. Pero, and 3-10 into our scoreboard and things are looking pretty antsy here for Acclaim X.
Trevor has the highest CS so far.
So, 2-0-1 and I think that's a 30.
TME is eyeing that Cloud Drake.
30 CS lead ang hawak dito ni Trevor. Interestingly, even though he has the highest CS, even though he has a clear CS score, interestingly, against the Ziggs, hindi pa niya buo yung item niya. So I'm looking forward what are the bonus items that he is getting after the Morelia Nomicon because Calculated is, aiming for the efficiency game, picking up the early Morelia Nomicon. Now, there's gonna be Trevor recalling and those 0-3-0 din dito si Calculated. Clearly Calculated would want to farm more and rush this mid lane turret. But I think they have no idea that TME is setting up for this break or rather it is too late for them to respond. And it's a 2K gold lead here by Team Manila Eagles.
You play jungle sometimes, di ba, Shinbu? So, looking at Tamsu and Coops, ano yung ma-observe sa kanila?
For Tamsu and Coops right now, well, knowing Tamsu, I'm not sure if... I was thinking kung ano yung value added sana dito ni Tamsu after picking up the Rengar. This is Tamsu, by the way, we're speaking, and he's picking up a Rengar. Like, it's like kind of a playmaking champion. Pero, all that talk, re-engage here by Suzaku. Right now, in this phase na kaya-kaya to talaga gawin ni Suzaku. The big question here is there's...
Ang hirap bawasan ng buhay ni Suzaku.
Yeah, there's the stealth by Rengar. Sunfire Cape, man. Sunfire Cape means pwede ka nang mangumusta sa bottom lane against the ADC.
Hi, hello, bate-bate.
Oh,
Pwede ko
and
mag-frontline.
Curtain Call, obviously, it's still available. First bullet at the Vanguard. Second bullet, not. Fourth bullet. Dead Fire Grasp. Yes, Dead Fire Grasp. Of course, kaya namatay. Fourth bullet, not enough, pero may Dead Fire Grasp. Dead Fire Grasp, old item. Yung ano niya, yung apo niya, si Dead Fire Touch. Yan. Naging mastery na pala si Dead Fire Grasp. Yan. Dead Fire Touch, ladies and gentlemen. So, nakapaghahalata tuloy yung edad ko sa lola. And so, calculated, receiving the twisted advance coming in from Maokai. Flash by Coops. And it's gonna be a Taster Fear kill.
He tried to go aggressive. I suggest sana nag-back na lang muna siya.
Yep.
But I mean, he might have had a plan kanina. Kaso, the enemy team just ganked on him.
Right now, the only comeback I can see for Acclaimed Empire X is that what is happening actually? Endless Gen V. Yeah, Gen V just it's like a free kill there by Team Manila Eagles. Things are looking pretty gloomy for Acclaimed Empire X. Not even allowing me to discuss kung ano yung pwede sana nilang gawin.
They have 4 champions sa bot lane. They left Syndra sa mid lane probably to farm. And yeah, now they got that turret. Nakapag-push sila sa bot lane and Syndra was able to take down the mid tower.
Yes, of course, it's very intuitive na you know, if your teammates are pushing, putting pressure, capitalize on that, make that push.
Backdoor.
Ang nauna pang nakapag-push ay si Syndra. Compared to, ang una pa nakapag-push ay si Syndra against the, interestingly against the Ziggs pa. Now, again, what can Acclaimed Empire X do? Right now, in terms of item, this is very hard actually for Acclaimed Empire X. I mean, not na. Pero, what can be done is that maybe clearly hindi basta-basta engage yung dapat gawin ng Acclaimed Empire X dito. Baka they already lost the spike or the scenario where they can be the one who will be initiating. So rather, I think the options that are available would be wait for Team Manila Eagles to go for a force engage. This is actually very rare kasi they can fight at a distance. Gene, Curtain Call, Shadow as well.
They have 3 champions. Yung Team Manila Eagles, mayroong uli silang 3 champions sa mid lane. And look ngayon, si Suzuko naman ang nasa bot lane,
yes,
pushing.
Of course. This is just a handbook strategy. Like, you go for the push, in some lane, live one in the other lane because may teleport siya. Not for Suzaku. Ito sana yung opportunity na yun. May puparsahin yung Team Manila Eagles na objective. And there's gonna be like a 5-man ultimate at least mula kay Ziggs. Pero look at that. Another snipe there by Trevor. Gets punished though by Endless Ace. But what happened? There's still the Gene available. And take note, Maokai will be around. Dala ng Pitus dito sa mid lane. It's a matter of time, really. This mid lane is about to go down, and staying here would spell death. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tamsu would be wise. He's gonna proc his ultimate. One last hit, and I think Suzaku's gonna be left for dead. Let's see. As there's still a threat coming in from Tamsu. Deals a crazy amount of damage to the members of Team Manila Eagles. Tamsu will go down, but Suzaku's already gone. Jeremy's getting the resets, and that's how it is done. It's a 3-for-1 exchange in a big win. At least like a momentous change of
And a
piece.
curtain call from Jay.
Yeah, para in favor of AEX. Pero curtain call pa rin. Nobody's in range of the curtain call. Gen B will go for the jump onto Shadow. Might get it. Yes, he will. He has now one reset. Will he go for the jump? Take note that Syndra. Trevor is about to arrive. Calculated only just joined this lane. And yeah, again, going back to that team fight. Tamsu on this Rengar. Really, this is very hard talaga for AEX, but you know the key player here is observing Tamsu. It's gonna be intuitive that Suzaku may go for the dive. And look at that, Tamsu hindi siya basta-basta tumalon. Tumalon siya nung yung tatlong squishes nagsama-sama. And the moment that he get all of his stats, he press W, removes all the crowd control. That prompted Coops really to chase him. Interestingly though, nag-flash doon si Tamsu. So, pag-flash niya, naabutan pa rin siya ni Coops. Pero, you know, the key point of that thing, that engage was the jump there by Tamsu. Jumping, minsan, alam mo yun, ang rule, di ba, running rule for Rengar, Huwag kang tatalon sa marami. Pero not for that case. That's one of the best ways of doing it. Tumalong ka sa marami, bait it, go for the crowd control, at least burst a good amount of health against the backline ng Team Manila Eagles because they can capitalize on that, allow Gen B to get the resets, and maybe, kill members of Team Manila Eagles one by one. Especially kung wala nga si Suzaku. Isa pa yun sa win conditions dito ng Acclaim Empire X. Getting team fights na wala si Suzaku, but they might be baited on this one. Suzaku has a teleport. Suzaku is now rotating in this Infernal Drake, and things are looking pretty intense. Knowing Team Manila Eagles, they know that Suzaku is now in range, but members of Team Manila Eagles are getting chopped one by one. Redemption as well. Redemption! Oh, nag-reset! Yung Infernal Drake. Let's just gonna secure the Infernal Drake in the front line. It's gonna be Vanguard. Curly Call gets activated, and Suzaku is doing his job. Ang hirap si Baki ng punong to. Endless Ace in the back line. Goes for the chase on the Trevor, and you could see the power of Team Manila Eagles composition. The damage they can deal at a safe distance. Only one member is remaining and is calculated. Ayan, nag-uwi.
Uwi na muna siya pa.
But,
nope, it's an ace.
Nag-take home ng Torre. It's an ace, ladies and gentlemen. And clearly an Infernal Drake as
A free
well.
Infernal Drake para sa Red Team.
By Team Manila Eagles. And they're gonna take their Baron for themselves.
Free Baron.
Yeah, it's a free Baron, not just an Infernal Drake.
Ang bilis na mag-respond kasi nung habang nag-escape si Calculated, they know what to do.
Of course, ito, mga pro players, no? On the high level of play. Siguro sa mga din natin, sa mga viewers
Isang
natin.
dimension kaya galing yung power.
Sa mga viewers din natin na hindi pa ganun kataasan yung rank. You know, one habit, guys, to develop is whenever you take a lead, well, it's intuitive naman. It's intuitive. Medyo obvious, medyo common sense. Whenever you killed someone, bago nyo, as in, at the first thought, lagi dapat ang first thought nyo, ano pa pwede kong gawin? Laging ano pa pwede kong gawin? So, para diretso, like, pag alam mo mapapatay mo na yung isang champion, yan. Isipin mo ano pa pwede mong gawin. And look at that, look at this engage. What you want to observe is the backline. Look at Shadow, look at Coops, and look at Marky. Marky was allowed to pick up his, key champion, Jean. Parang,
Ang ganda ng position niya actually.
Parang
kuha
si Marky naglalaro ng arcade dito. Alam mo yun? Alam mo yung...
May nakuha ko Tristana, okay.
Alam mo yung laro dun sa arcade na yung bumabaril ka ng pato. Ganun. So, tapos yung aso mo, yung aso na nanggugulo ng pato, si Suzaku. Ganon. What should be done? What should be done was, sana, Acclaim Empire X, nag-rotate sila dun sa red side jungle at maneuver, go for the tri-brush, layuan si Suzaku. Because clearly, they cannot take a team fight. They can take a team fight na nandun si Suzaku, pero sudo na wala dapat si Suzaku, na parang walang nagiging epekto si Suzaku. Again, in League of Legends, especially if there's a Mahokai, the more damage that he is getting, all the more na yung enemy team na yon, yung kalaban ni Mahokai, they're losing. Okay? And wala ka naman choice, wala kang no choice. Kasi,
wala kang no choice.
Mahokai to like he's gonna stick to your team. Tapos parang akala mo may aura pa yung Vengeful Maelstrom.
Sabi mo nga, di ba, ang hirap si Bakin ng punong to.
Oo, so, right now, things are looking really well para sa Team Manila Eagles. Tapsudo still out there to make that play. Do take note na Team Manila Eagles, you could intuitively predict sa mga galing si Tamsu. There's also a trap in the path of Tamsu. So, the Diplers will stop Tamsu. I think AEX made a call. Keep this turret already. But look at that. The two top laners left in the bottom lane. Again, teleports are both available.
Let's see. Taking down that bot turret.
Yeah, let's see if they can push. The problem here is that without Suzaku, hindi basta-basta makakapush ang... Oh wow, patay si Janbi. Hindi basta-basta makakapush din yung Team Manila Eagles. Clearly, kailangan nila si Suzaku because that kind of squishy champions. Pag lumapit yan, bakit hinayaang lumapit yan? Pag yan lumapit, ang dali sana lagyan ng Strangle Thorns. Pero that's not the case anyway. Ang dali na lang nakapasok ng Team Manila Eagles. Here comes an engage. Teleport comes in from Suzaku. This might be the final team fight if Team Manila Eagles goes big on this one. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of billet gets the sight onto Tamsu. Still, they can make this. Suzaku in the front line. Puro ako Suzaku. Coops naman. Jumps onto Tamsu. And Endless is gonna focus Coops. Of course, there's the knockdown. Take note of the backline. All of them are free hits. The W as well on the Kha'Zix. And ladies and gentlemen, it is only Cartulated that is alive to defend their base. It's a double kill, ladies and gentlemen. Secured by Marky. Nakuha niya yung kanyang Jin. So I think it is GG well played. An ace in the base down here by Team Manila Eagles. And onto the Nexus. Ladies and gentlemen, onto the second to the last game ng ating gabi. It is Team Manila Eagles victory against Acclaim Empire X. It's very... Hindi naman siya one-sided. Even though it's like, say, yun yung first na lalabas
They put up a good fight though.
Yun yung unang lalabas sa isipan mo. Pero, let's see. Wag tayo, I mean,
Kung ano yung gagawin
pwede sabihin na
naman
one-sided. Pero bakit? Ano yung rason? Clearly, I think it's on mistakes ng Acclaim Empire X. There are mistakes.
Mistakes in what sense?
May mistakes in pagdating doon sa laning sa top lane. That was one. Endless Ace losing the trade against Suzaku. Ganda ng tempo nun. Mawokay, para siyang, ano siya, tanky snowball eh. Ganon. Parang, nag-snowball siya, pero yung nagiging tanky. Mas nagiging tanky. Hindi tumataas yung capability niya na pumatay ng champion. Pero sobrang tumataas yung capability niya para hindi mamatay. And you could see all the hassle that Suzaku has been
And this
dealing.
is the scoreboard.
Pwede ba mga request? Patingin din ako ng damage received to champion mamaya. Kung pwede yun ma-show. Pero, ayan, looking into the scoreboard, obviously, the obvious KDA, commendable performance as well from Trevor. Seriously. But in this kind of composition, my opinion is that Trevor would really scale so well. It synergizes really with the Gene, with the upfront damage ng Gene, tsaka ng Karma. I think this is the damage dealt to champions. Pero Gene with the Karma, so that allowed Trevor to secure that good KDA. It is, interestingly, so damage received yan, no? Damage taken. So that was on Suzaku. Interestingly, that is also on Kha'Zix. So that's what. Look at that. So Tamsu, napagkamalan niya yatang Suzaku yung kanyang Rengar. Pero
Okay naman eh.
what can be said here is even at defeat, Tamsu still holds a very good stat. In the early game, we were expecting na parang hindi masyado ramdam yung Rengar. Parang hindi masyado maramdam yung Rengar. Parang yung Kha'Zix talon na ng talon sa mga lane. Nasaan si Rengar? Ganon. Pero in the end, still on those mid-game teamfights, on those initiates and key moments na parang nagkaroon ng momentum yung AEX, it was Tamsu who was leading it. So, it's not bad props for Tamsu. I'm still looking forward. Ewan ko kung ano naging toll dito sa AEX. They're now sitting on 3 defeats dito sa first week ng ating PGS. Do take note na defending champions to. Champions pa rin to. Okay, hindi biro yon. I'm looking forward on this final game ng ating linggo. Huling game na, ladies and gentlemen. So there you have it. Ayoko na patagalin to. Do take note, meron pa tayong search and win. At again, sa mga viewers natin dyan, maraming salamat on spending your Saturday, valuable Saturday evening with us. Kami po yung naging shoutcaster for this game. Ako po si Shinbu with 149. And of course, with me is Yuko, ladies and gentlemen. Game 5 ng gabing to. Game 1 ng match 3. Day 2 ng week 1. Okay? Grabe, ang daming numbers. Pro Gaming Series 2017 Spring Split, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back for our final game. Full damage. Tons of it dealt onto the Gene. Now in an instant, a burst comes in from Gen B. Tamsu may aim for the dive, gets the CC, gets some turret hit. Suzaku will embrace him. He is now on killing speed. Calculated will flash away as Trevor's in the house, delivering his balls, delivering the ultimate. That's 4 balls connecting onto Calculated along with Suzaku, and Team Manila Eagles are reaching up members of the going. Obviously, it's still available. First bullet on the Vanguard, second bullet not, or fourth bullet is Bulacan Siege. Pero look at that, another snipe there by Trevor. Gets punished though by Endless Ace. But what happened? There's still the jet. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tamsu would be wise. He's gonna proc his ultimate. One last hit, and I think Suzaku's gonna be left for dead. Let's see. As there's still a threat coming in from Tamsu. Deals a crazy amount of damage to the members of Team Manila Eagles. Tamsu will go down, but Suzaku's already gone. Jen is getting the resets, and that's how it is done. It's a 3-4-1 line. It's gonna be Vanguard. Curly Call gets activated. and Suzaku is doing his job. Ang hirap kasi bakit nabulok to. Endless Ace in the back line. Goes for the chase on the Trevor, and you could see the power of Team Manila Eagles composition, the damage they can deal at a safe distance. Only one member is remaining and is calculated. Ayan, nag-uwi. Lagyan lumapit. Ang dali sana lagyan ng strangle thorns. Pero that's not the case anyway. Dali na lang nakapasok na Team Manila Eagles. Here comes an engage teleport comes in from Suzaku. This might be the final team fight if Team Manila Eagles goes big on this one, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of Billet gets the sight onto Jamsu. Still, they can make this. Suzaku in the front line. Puro ako Suzaku. Coops naman. Jumps onto Jamsu. And Endless is gonna focus Coop. Of course, there's a knockdown. Take note of the back line. All of them are P hits. The W as well on the Kha'Zix. And ladies and gentlemen, it is only Cartoon related that is alive. To defend their base. It's a double kill, ladies and gentlemen. Secured by Marky. Nakuha niya yung kanyang Jin. So I think it is GG well played.
Yes,
An
and now it's an
ace
ace.
in the base. Down here by Team Manila Eagles. And onto the Nexus. Ladies and gentlemen, onto the second to the last game ng ating gabi. It is Team Manila Eagles victory against Acclaim Empire X. So,